Today we're going to have a vote on a really important bill, the Women's Health Protection Act. I'm a sponsor of it. The goal of this bill is to codify in statute, in federal statute for the first time, the right of women to make their own decisions about pregnancy, contraception, reproduction. These rights have been essentially guaranteed by the Supreme Court precedents going back to Griswold versus Connecticut. So essentially 60 years of precedent have protected people's right to make reproductive decisions without unnecessary government interference. The court cases have recognized some role for state regulation, but they've generally preserved rights of individuals for accessing contraception and making a decision about the status of their pregnancies, whether to terminate a pregnancy or carry a pregnancy to term. The Women's Health Protection Bill was introduced a number of years ago. It got its first vote in February and fell short, but there has been quite a legal bombshell with the leaking of a Supreme Court opinion that goes much farther than anyone believed. Cases dealing with, there's cases at the Supreme Court dealing with a Mississippi law that would restrict abortion after 15 weeks of pregnancy, much earlier than the viability test that essentially had been put in place by the Supreme Court in the Kaine versus Pennsylvania decision. So there was some thought that maybe the court might uphold the Mississippi 15-week statute, but instead the draft opinion suggests that Roe and Kaine are illegitimate and should be overturned. And if that's the case, that would probably mean the same thing for cases like Griswold, which said that individuals can make their own decisions about contraception. So while the Women's Health Protection Act was up and was voted down in February, at that point it was a little bit abstract. Do we need the federal statutory protection? I think everyone realizes there's a need for it now. We're going to have a robust debate about it and vote today on it, but I will say that today's vote is the start of a debate, not the end of it. We don't expect that the Women's Health Protection Act will get 60 votes in the Senate, which it would need to pass. But if it doesn't, we're going to continue to look for strategies to protect women's reproductive rights. And if not by this bill, there are other vehicles. Some discussions I'm having with colleagues might bear fruit. Today is the start of a sustained effort, not one and done.